I hope you guys voted, and I hope you guys voted correctly. My favourite girl was Shakira. My favourite boy was Cash. It was a hard one because I was like, Yasmin, I want to vote for you. I want to vote for you so badly, but I'm scared people aren't going to vote for Shakira, so I'm going to vote for her. That was my thinking. Anyway, tonight's Love Island. You know what? I think they had to calm us down after everything that's been happening, so I'm actually glad that there was less drama. Like, I feel like my blood pressure was actually, you know, it was low today. My cortisol levels weren't high, so I'm very grateful. So thank you to the producers for doing that, because they knew that there was a spike in cortisol and we wanted to bring that back down. I'll just say, I'll start with the end quickly. I don't think that conversation between Yasmin and Dejan needed to be had. And I just don't think, we all know what Dejan is like. We don't need to address it. We all know he's just useless. I'm sorry. Like, we don't need to speak to him about, oh, you didn't kiss people in the challenge. Let him do what he wants to do. He's exclusive. Like, if he doesn't want to kiss, obviously he shouldn't be making rude comments. Like, that's a given. But we all know what this man is like. It's so annoying, but sometimes you just have to meet people where they are, and that's where he's at. And it's like, I don't even need to engage with a conversation with you. You're a rude person, and that's it. Anyway, started off with Cash chatting to the boys, and he was basically saying how he doesn't have like a sexual spark with Billy Kiss. Billy Kiss, I fear it might be your time to go. I love you, my queen. I love you, but I fear it might be your time to go, because I'm tired of black women just being humiliated on Love Island. Like, I'm over it. These beautiful black girls, we need to start going to Love Island USA, because that's where it's popping, that's where it's at. That's where you get to really be appreciated. Because look at Nicolandria. Anyway, Harry then apologised to Shakira, and obviously in true Harry fashion, he still managed to flirt with her, and he was like, do you think things would be different if we'd stay together? Boy, is it every day? Like, actually shut up. Every day. Ugh. And then she was like, yeah, no. It's much, you would just continue hurting me. And he was like, oh no, he thinks things would be better. Ugh, Harry, shut up. Then Cash and Billy Kiss have a chat, and Billy Kiss was basically saying how, you know, she's really trying to work on herself and trying to be more open, less guarded. And then he's saying how he's putting 100% in her. Not really, because you don't like her anymore. You like Tony. And I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked that he went back, because I thought like his self-respect and pride and ego were really high. So I was like, nah, he's not going to go back. But like, at the same time, like, you're stuck in this vicinity with just her and her. Like, if your connection with Tony is stronger, I can't blame you. And I did like you guys together. So the next day, Cash made coffee for Billy Kiss, but ended up putting it in Tony's position, because that's what he's so used to doing. And I just felt like that was an omen to show us where and what was going to happen. Then Dejan being a little neat here, he was saying to Harry, he's like, oh, so Ty's won, yeah, Ty's basically won Angel. You see how he's just trying to stir the pot? Like, shut up now. And then they're trying to recruit Boris. Also, Meg and Helena have also tried to recruit Angel, but it's not going to last, because obviously Angel and Harry have some sort of flirty thing going on. Then Tony and Shakira chat, and they basically both agree that Cash still fancies Tony. And then Cash even says that to the boys that, yeah, like that chat with Tony's kind of put a spanner in the works. So obviously he's feeling her again. And then obviously we have the snogging challenge. And Yasmin, she went in, she did her thing. And she gave Dejan just a nice little peck, kept it respectful. And obviously Dejan just had to be rude. And he was like, oh, that's no good. 0 out of 10. Shut up, Dejan. Shut up. You're actually boring. Shut up. And then Shakira and Connor's kiss. I said, damn, Shakira. The bloody headphones were even coming off as well. And how can Boris say sloppy, wet, and naughty? Boris, you're very interesting with your words. And then Cash was like, the kiss was familiar. In what world was that familiar? No, babes. Maybe it's because of the height. Maybe, I don't know. And then Dejan was like, I didn't think anything could have been worse than the first kiss. I rate it a -1. You see what I mean? He just, anytime he opens his mouth, it's just useless words coming out. And like, we're actually bored of it. We're bored. You can leave now, babes. Yeah, thanks. Tony's kiss? Tony's kisses looked so good. Even I was like, oh, Tony, maybe I should kiss you to see what the fuss is about. Even Boris was like, whoa, nice, fuck. Like, Jamie was like, Jesus Christ. I said, damn. And then Cash was like, where did you go to school to practice that? I was like, damn, Tony, I need to learn how to kiss from Tony. That's what I need to do. Not kiss her. I need to learn how to kiss from her. There we go. And then Yasmin was getting so pissed with Jamie, because every girl Jamie kissed, he had to grips on the booty. You see when Dejan said, did I squeeze it though? Jamie's did squeeze it. Especially Angels, he squeezed that thing. And then Emma and Harry kissed. And this man said, oh, the kiss put a spring in his step. Harry is mad. And obviously he rated his kiss with Shakira and Emma higher than Helena. So obviously Helena was pissed. The slow motion when Billie kissed, I don't know who she kissed, but like the way she opened her mouth, I said, this is giving me flashbacks to when how Meg always opens her mouth when she's kissing Dejan, and I don't want to see that. Like, and someone even said, you tried to eat me. Yeah, that's what it was giving. Meg, obviously, with her respectful kisses, so she was just pecking everyone apart from Dejan. Obviously, Dejan knew that, oh yeah, that's my girl. So obviously, he rated her the most. And then, obviously, Angel, everyone loved Angel's kisses, da-da-da-da. And then Tony, she won, as she should. Yeah, I think that gave her the confidence boost. And, you know, she's getting her spark back, or her sparkle, as Boris would say. And then the girls basically were then like debriefing after, and they were just saying how Dejan thinks he's like God's gift to the earth, and he thinks he's better than everyone. And they were just basically pissed off with how Dejan had acted in the challenge. And then all the boys were basically saying how Angel's kiss was amazing. And then Helena was chatting to Angel and Meg, and she's basically pissed off with how Harry was moving. And she's like, I gave him a little kiss at the end, like he should have known that was me, and da-da-da-da-da. Then later on in the evening, Meg's chatting to Dejan, and she was like, yeah, some of the comments you said to the girls were harsh, like you were really horrible to them. So here's me thinking she's standing on business and she's going to tell this man off. And I think she actually attempted to. I can actually give it, like she tried. But do you know what Dejan does? Immediately, whenever there's like a serious conversation, he shuts down, and he shuts anything down. Anything that should be productive, he shuts it down. That is a relationship that will never last, because you guys can't argue, because this man will shut you down immediately. He's actually horrible to see. Yasmin then chats to Jamie, and she's like, I'm going to be blunt. I just love the way she just told this man off. She's like, I didn't like how you did that. I didn't like this, didn't like that. Never. She was like, you know, you're off the hook for now, but never do that again. I said, yeah, go on, Yaz. And he said, yeah, he'll never do that again. And then they kissed and made up. And I was like, you know what? I like you two guys. You guys are definitely my winners. Angel then calls Harry for a chat again. I'm like, Angel, do you actually like Ty? Like, do you actually like Ty? Because at this point, I don't know. And then Helena was chatting to Connor at the same time, and she's now questioning, does Harry actually even like me? Like, what's going on? And she started saying how she agrees with the whole one-sided thing. She then breaks up the conversation between Angel and Harry, because it was a very flirty conversation. And she literally says to Harry, like, you don't even tell me that you like me. It's interesting, because it seems like there is a change in Helena. Like, I actually think she's developing true feelings for this man now, and she's trying to stand on business. And she's like, look, where we were before, where I'd let you slide and flirt with people, we're at a different level now. So yeah, shut this thing down. So I was like, okay. Also, there was something Harry said actually when he was chatting to Angel which pissed me off. He was like, oh, you know, you look unbelievable, but I don't want to tell you that because everyone always tells you that. You see men like that, they want to humble you because they know you're attractive. Run away. Yeah, run away from them. And then Shakira, Tony and Yasmin talk, and Yasmin's obviously really pissed off with Dejan, and she's like, yeah, he just goes on an attack straight away. His comments are rude, they're nasty, and she's going to speak to him. So she now goes to speak to him, but he's eating his pasta. So he's just like, nah. He literally refused. She was like, can we go for a chat? And he's like, no. He was rude. And then he's like, why does she want to chat to me? Why? And obviously she's now pissed off. Also, Emma and Cash were talking at the same time. And Emma too, she's like, if you're not going to play the game, then why are you... I'm like, guys, is it by fault? Like, I don't know. I kind of feel like they don't need to argue about this. I just feel like we all know what Dejan is like. We don't need to speak to him about this. He's rude, he's nasty. That's just innately in him now. Like, don't even chat to him, because he's just gonna be rude back. There's nothing that's gonna be productive out of you guys addressing that conversation with him. I don't know what you guys think.